Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us holding on. We're still together, still going strong. Okay, so these are the Annalise potatoes that I bought from Asda around about the 10th of December. So I kept them in the shed for a few weeks, and then when it started getting cold, I moved them into the house, into the back porch. And then towards the end of January, I actually took them out of their paper bag and put them into these egg cups. So they've been chitting since about the end of January. We made it all the way to St. Patrick's Day on Monday. I still didn't put them out because I'm suspicious about the weather. I think we might be getting a late frost, or it looks like we're getting a prolonged below average temperatures in April. So it looks like there's going to be a blocking system with a high pressure to the north of Britain and low pressure to the south. So the north of Britain will be dry but slightly colder, and with that we'll get cold nights. And then down here in the south, we might actually be getting quite a bit of rain, like one low pressure coming through after another. So we might be okay here with no frost. So I'm going ahead. Because, so another reason I was prevaricating about putting these out was I started watching Hal's Life YouTube videos last week, and he was potting up potatoes from one pot into another, and I never actually realised you could do that. Because potatoes is yet another one of those things where they say, oh, they don't like having their roots disturbed. But I think that actually applies to all plants, actually. But I think there's a difference between potting up and separating things up and tearing them apart and whatever. So I was thinking that if you can pot them from one pot into another, you could also pot them from one pot into the ground. So I was toying with that idea as well. Particularly as I saw a few days ago, I also saw one of Ivan's gardening videos, because he's like one of the people I like watching. If it's something I want to know how to grow, I turn to him, because he's like, no nonsense, like this is how you do it. And he was also moving potatoes from one thing to another. And the other thing I was prevaricating about is, should I do roof stout, just lay them on the top, put some hay on straw or grass cuttings over them, or put wood chips over the top, or put both grass cuttings and wood chips over the top, which would basically turn it into a mini compost heap. So what I am going to do with these, I'm going to have 4 of those, I think, because that edge at the far side isn't, well, it is straight, but it isn't parallel, if you see what I mean. So I'm thinking, I've got 24 of these small potatoes, so I'm thinking of doing 4 of those, 5, 6, 6, 7. So we'll get on with laying them out, and then I'm going to dig them about 2 inches deep, because these are only small things. They're only like 3/4 of an inch themselves. So, and they're going to be having mulch over the top anyway. So I thought 2 inches is probably deep enough, and if there's a chance of frost, I just bung even more mulch over the top. That's the way I'm thinking at the moment. Hurry, come back. two in here. Yeah, so they're only going to be 6 or 7 inches apart, but these are first earlies, and we're only going for salad potatoes anyway. And this is all the space I'm willing to give potatoes, because I'm I'm trying to avoid eating carbohydrates anyway. So it leaves 5 from here. I'm just getting the spaces right at the moment. I'm going to be using the trowel to dig them in afterwards. So today's Thursday. I think we're due to have quite a few rain showers on Saturday, then showers again on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday or whatever. So I'll let the rain fall on them Saturday and Sunday. Then Monday morning I'll put the straw mulch on, and then before the cold weather arrives on Tuesday evening I'll put the wood chip mulch on as well, so it'll have two lots of mulch on the top. Okay, we may as well end that there because you're only going to be seeing the back side of me when I plant these other 12.